Hello, good morning. Welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. Now, there's an inkling of light outside, I think. I have two 80 proof Kentucky bourbon whiskeys. This is Evan Williams half size bottle. I bought two. Two halves make a whole. $4.99 a bottle. That might still be the price over there at International Market. I know where to find this for. I know where to find this for $9 for a liter glass bottle. But according to their website, they're phasing this, or this size bottle has been phased out for the green label. Now the green label is not sold in most states, from what I can gather. We get it not commonly. I've never seen it in my town. Charcoal filtered, genuine sour mash, Kentucky straight bourbon, aged 3 years. I think I forgot to put the age statement on the right up there. I will do that. Did I forget to do that? No, I got it. All right. Introduced 1955, not 1783. All right. Bird Dog is the main product. Actually, Evan Williams is a competitor because I've been doing Bird Dog versus everybody else. Bird Dog Select Stock, made in Kentucky by somebody. It's bottled by Three Springs Bottling for Western Spirits, who makes the Bird Dog line, mostly known for their flavored whiskey. This bottle is nicknamed the Irish Setter bottle. It may or may not still be in production. All they say on their website is they produce unflavored bourbon. They don't say what types, what they are, the availability, nothing. But I did buy this in my town. I bought it at Walmart, and it was $10 on closeout. Why did Walmart want to drop it to $10 and close it out? Most likely the answer is that it was not a good seller and they wanted to get something else on the shelf that would move. Wesley says, top of the morning, Ron, having an energy drink myself. I had 3 energy drinks, but it was coffee. I guess that's an energy drink. Coffee. Okay. I've done 11 challenges so far, and that's put me at 7 wins, 4 losses. If I haven't lost count, I think this could put me at good chance. This will put me at 12-4, which I'd be happy about. Not super happy, but I wouldn't be delighted about it. But considering how common Bird Dog is in the flavor, like it tastes sort of like everything else, doesn't differentiate itself, I wouldn't feel too bad about it. And when I started the challenge, I was theorizing that I might end up at 50-50. So to finish with a winning record, I think would be an achievement. I have a full size, not full size. I have a full bottle left of this, unopened. And when I'm finished with that, that'll be it. No more green label. I think I've done that enough. I did the black label years ago, but I only bought a half size, and I was in Kentucky, in Frankfort, Kentucky. I bought it, and it was $4.99. But I would like to bring in, the next time I buy Evan Williams, the black label, a proper glass, full-size bottle. Okay, and I think that would be a good thing to do. The 43%, 86 proof, 43%, the standard Evan Williams. It's a little darker, more copper, and this one is more gold. I'll show you the website. You won't see much, but they do list it at least. Evan Williams bourbon, 80 degrees, 80 proof, 1.75, 1.075 liters. So you get your standard bottle, your liter bottle, and your handle. You notice they're not listing $3.75. That might be why they had it for $4.99. I don't know. Let's see what other Evan Williams they're listing. It reset. Sorry. Evan Williams, 1783, which everybody sees. The black, which is even more common. The green, rare. The white, the bottle and bond, common. Single barrel. Yeah, it started showing up again. For a while, they were only make it back during the scandemic. Only making it. They were only selling it in Kentucky, but it's back. It's back, and they got a lot of other bourbons. Look at all. And then they got a section just called bourbon. These are the really cheap ones that they sell. Bluff Springs, Cabin. I've seen Cabin Still at Dorgnac's Food Center. Echo Spring, JTS Brown. I think I've seen that. Mellow, T.W. Samuels, seen it in Mississippi, didn't buy it. Virginia, Virgin Bourbon. So these are really, these are the bottom shelf of the Heaven Hill line of bourbons. Can't say if they're any good. Of course, I'd be open. Even Kentucky Deluxe Bourbon, white proof. So that's normally Kentucky Deluxe is like a blended with a pure bourbon. Oh, a bourbon with flavoring, DSS, distilled spirit special. That means it's got flavoring added, so it technically is illegal as a bourbon, but they just register it with U.S. government as a distilled spirit specialty, which is allowed. Have to put it on there, bourbon with natural flavors. They have to put that on the label. Mellow bourbon, DSS. Okay, I got it. Gotcha. Those can be questionable. There's even Royal bourbon, or they used to make Royal, which I bought. It was it was okay. Wesley says coffee is great. I was surprised it felt soothing on my throat when I had a cold. Yeah, I love coffee. Darwin says, I'm jealous, Mr. Terry. Are you retired? Laughing out loud. Yeah, I am well, I work part-time. So I have a job. That's what I say. Yesterday I worked 8 hours. I was kind of tired, when I did my taste challenge yesterday evening, but I wasn't exhausted, but I was a little tired. And then I couldn't get to sleep last night for some reason. Usually I go right to sleep. But you have those nights. We all do, but it was kind of strange. All right. Outlaw Beer. Thank you, Outlaw, for sending me this shirt. Okay. I'll turn on the lamps. No need to have them off now. Gotta make sure I don't glance down at the glasses though, because one is darker. Here we go with the taste challenge. First, the aroma. It's the same old story with this thing. It's just like sweet corn, a little charred oak. You could say rye and all that, but I don't really believe it. Vanilla, maybe some candied fruit, cake fruit. You're getting the Mylar bags. I don't know. It's not too much going on with it on this aroma. It's like basic. You say, well, that's $19.99. Yeah, there's like 1,000 bourbon brands that are less than $20, and they more or less taste the same. So the answer there would be buy whatever one's cheapest, because you're probably not going to lose anything. You're not going to gain anything except for money in your wallet, which is a gain, but you're probably not losing anything. This one has no aroma. I'm not even kidding about that. This one, neutrality, like inert. My father would say inert, like an inert gas, like inert. There's no character to it. So you can't say it smells bad because it doesn't have any smell, any aroma, nothing. All right, nothing. Let's go with the taste. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Sweet corn, sugar water, a little charred oak. There might be a little rye spice if you really work hard to taste it. A little wood, oak. Yeah, it's that's basic. This one has a little bit more going for it. Maybe the sourdough bagel, which you get with sour mash bourbons. I find, this is me, a lot of sugar water, oak, charred oak. I mean, they're close. They're close. They're close. Well, since they're close, common sense, I'm gonna buy the Evan Williams because I got it for $9.99, $9.98. Sorry, $9.98 for the two bottles. Two halves make a whole. Keep emphasizing that. Bird Dog, I paid $10 on closeout, so 2 cents more. Yeah, save the 2 pennies. But honestly, regular prices, we're looking at about $13 if you find the green label. Generally, and that's low. I agree. And then Bird Dog, you probably pay about $19.99. So the clear and present winner is Evan Williams. Does it taste much better? No, not really. It really tastes about the same. But you don't get a cork, you don't get a wooden cap, you don't get the pretty dog Irish setter on the bottle. You get a plain green label with gold and white trim. But big deal. So now the question is, can I tell them apart? Now, I think when I bring in the 1783, that'll be more clear cut because it's higher proof, 90. And it's aged about 6 years. I know that because they say on the website, about 6 years. They don't give an official age statement. And it's really good. It's not just like simple. It's sort of simple, but it's not as simplistic as the Evan Williams. Now, some people will say, Evan Williams, that's terrible. That stuff's terrible. No, there's nothing terrible about it. It's just nothing that great about it. You understand? Some people don't look at things with the correct perspective. I was watching a Miller Lite review this morning. He did look at it with the right perspective. He said, look, it's not really something I would want to drink because it's too bland and everything. He said, but for a light beer, it's well made and I can see why people like it. Now, in my opinion, I agree with that, but I would rather get Milwaukee's Best Light because it's a good deal cheaper and it's arguably better. Certainly not worse, I don't think. So I just think when you're doing light beer, you almost always want to go with the value. Unless it's like Kirkland's Light from Costco. Somebody sent me that one time. I thought it was just very much below average. Meaning it was scored a C-, and the average light beer is good. Your average light beer will score B+ to A- in just what it is, a light beer. So to score a C- is just may as well be an F. So that's an outlier. But generally, you get light beers, they're fine if that's what you want to drink. Not me, but they're fine. This Outlaw has an unusual taste. Not a bad, but some people thought it was bad. But it was unusual. It's definitely not the typical light beer. It does have more flavor than a typical light beer. There's no corn or rice at it. It's all malt. But the price is low. I don't know how long they're going to make it or if they're going to make it. But I have no horse in the race, so it doesn't matter to me personally. I mean, I always hope the companies do well. But it's the same thing with these bourbons. You get video reviews and they're talking about, oh, I'm going to gag. It's the worst. And all this hysteria. And I call it acting. They do Evan Williams, not this, because you never see any videos for Bird Dog. I mean, yeah, the flavors, but not the regular bourbon. But like, say, Evan Williams, and then they'll be all doing all these antics like it's killing them, I said, get out of here with that. That is not a good review because as well as I do that it's not that bad. I don't know what you're doing, playing for the camera or something, and that's not good. And then they're going to follow that up, that so-called review, they'll follow it up with trying to get you to buy all kind of T-shirts and swag. Like, why would I want to buy that? And then they want you to be a special member where you can get special videos and pay money. I'm not paying money to anybody making videos on YouTube. I'll watch the ad until I can skip over it. I mean, unless it's an interesting ad, which once in every 1,000 ones that I see will be interesting. But you understand, no, I mean, just look at things correctly and people like your videos better, I think. I did see a new beer hitting the store yesterday, and I haven't examined it and looked at the. I think it's an imperial. Well, I know it's an imperial stout barrel age, and it's 15%. Very strong and much too strong, honestly. But if the price is not outrageous, I'm sure it will be. But if it's not too outrageous, I'll buy it. It's from Martin House in Texas. Uh, but there is a limit. I'll just say no. I'm not buying it. I don't care what it tastes like. I can imagine. I've had so many barrel aged imperial stouts over the years. I can imagine what it's going to taste like. So I don't need to pay exorbitant amounts of money to taste that. You know, I get it. But I'm going to check it out today, and we'll see. Now I've got Evan Williams 1783 American Heroes Edition coming up. They got a bunch of it at Walmart, right there next to the regular 1783. So they don't really different. As far as Walmart's concerned, it's the same thing. It just got two different labels, and it basically is. I think that would be a clear winner. But this one is treacherous. So let's go with the differentiation. I'll give it one more sip. Hard to say. Now, could this bird dog be made by Heaven Hill? Yeah, it's very possible. Quite possible. All I know is it's bottled by a third party for a whiskey company. It's a source product. It's not made by them. No big deal. I don't care. Those kind of things don't bug me. Okay. Well, now I'm starting to retract my statement earlier that I thought that was Evan Williams. I'm thinking this is the Evan Williams. It's so close to Herbie in India. All right. So I'm going to say with no level of confidence, honestly, that this is the Evan Williams green label. Oh, I got it. So that retraction, that retrenchment helped me. There was something in it. There was something like I got a little more char on that third sip. I don't know what I can't explain it, but it was like a little char coming through saying, "Remember me?" And I was like, "Yeah." So not only does it taste better in the most minuscule way, not in any appreciable way or any important manner. No, it doesn't. In a minuscule way, maybe 1% out of 100, you know what I mean? It's better. But it is cheaper, so it wins all across the board. So sorry, Bird Dog, you haven't been doing that well, and that's not my problem. I don't make your product. I don't sell it. I'm not involved in the business. I'm just looking at it. So would I recommend getting it for $19.99? Not really. But I got it for 10, like I said, on closeout. I would definitely recommend it for that. Just like any other bourbon. You see it for that price, you may as well go for it, right? Like when I was at Ralston Liquor Store on Lyons Boulevard in Houston, Texas, 3 years ago. I saw something called Royal Bourbon. I knew it was Heaven Hill when I looked at the back of the bottle. Did I expect a lot? No, I didn't. Said bourbon with natural flavors. So I knew what I was dealing with there, DSS, Distilled Spirit Specialty. I had no desire to buy it, except that it was $7.99. So then I had a desire to buy it. For $7.99, I figured there's no risk here. As it turned out, it was pretty good. Not great, not memorable, not a rebuy. But what the heck, $7.99? I mean, you know, you go to Wendy's and it costs you more than that this day and age. So I just drop into these liquor stores and you'll find some odd stuff. Let me tell you, you will find some odd stuff. 9 times out of 10, it'll be pretty good, even though it's aberrant. You understand? It's strange. Like the sugarcane vodka. I mean, I thought sugarcane vodka, $7.99 a handle. Well, who in the world is going to think that's a bad risk? $7.99 for a big jug bottle of sugarcane vodka from Mexico. I said, well, it might be terrible. I didn't believe it would be. And it wasn't. It was different, definitely different. But I'm thoroughly pleased with that. That has been a very great product to buy. It's done fabulous in really in those mix-ups with all the pure cane sugar soda pops. Because you got cane sugar vodka and you're putting it, pairing it with cane sugar soda pop. The pairing is almost perfect. Now I'm just about out of it, and I'm not going to buy any more. But if you get on Total Wine and More and you're going to see a bunch of reviews. Half will say it's garbage, trash, undrinkable, terrible, the worst ever in the history of mankind. Then the other half, there's no middle ground. The other half is saying, yeah, that stuff's pretty nice. I like it. And they're not bragging on how good it is, but they like it. And that's the side I would go with. That's just an example. That's an example. All right. So Evan Williams, one of the top selling bourbons in America, maybe not the green label because that's hard to find, but Evan Williams, the brand, is definitely in the top three or four bourbons in America. And I think they do sell it around the world. I'm not sure about that. I don't recall seeing too many foreign reviews. But if you're in the 50 U.S. states and Puerto Rico, I think it was down there. When I went to Puerto Rico last month, I'm pretty sure it was on the shelves down there. Of course, Jack Daniels and Jim Beam were, you know that. Bird Dog, if you want to say, why did you even waste time doing the video? It's a non-play, it's a non-factor. It barely exists. You can hardly find it, and no one cares about it. Fair enough. I'll agree with that. I won't take issue with that. You do these obscure products, you can't turn around and complain that people don't want to watch and you get low view count because, hey, people watch what they're interested in. They're not watching videos for some obscure product they never heard of. I'm the same way. I don't usually really look at that stuff, but oh well. Enough said. Evan Williams, the clear and present winner here, all things considered. Not, like I want to reemphasize, not on flavor. Yes, on flavor in a minuscule way, but overall not. But all things considered, it's the clear and present winner. Herbie says, take care. You too. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Good Tuesday.